Hello, my little munchkins, crones, and sunflowers. How are you on this fine Wednesday evening? Yes, early evening. Early evening. Whoop, 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 whoop. Do you see that? I would put the thing up because I always love the sun, but nevertheless, the sun is going. It's just been a rainy day, wasn't it, baby?
Yes, it has.
It's been so dismal all day, raining, but that's okay. We're in the land of the living. We're healthy. We're whole. We're not hungry. We're not cold. So we're blessed, right? Okay, baby Crone, let's get into it. Vanderpump Rules. Yes. Go, give it to me. I'm not even going to tell you my pet peeve.
Okay.
Ariana, go ahead. Ariana.
All right. Well, fair enough, honestly. On the back part of that, my pet peeve is Katie. Okay, so we're going to continue moving on.
No. Go, please.
Okay. Well, the reason why I don't like Katie is for the reason, first off, I would just love to highlight Lala. She's like the voice of reason this entire episode. Because she's like, I am sick and tired and fed up with everybody lying to me in my face and these double standards.
That's what I said. They were always messing around, kissing and flirting with, and the show has always been like that.
Yes.
And Katie, you went with his best friend?
Yes.
You are wicked. Well, I guess y'all even.
That is true.
You did that deliberately to hurt him.
You did.
This is ridiculous. That's why her and Ariana are friends. And then didn't I tell you Sheena was bisexual?
You did say that.
I didn't know. But to find out she was making out with Ariana, even Lala made out with Ariana. Ariana thinks she all right. She always having the girls be kissing all and all that to her. Not that I ain't judging. I'm whatever rock your boat. I'm just looking at these girls and they just disgust me.
Yes.
Because they all been like this from day one. And now it's like, I can't believe you kissed Sheena 10 years ago, 11 years ago. Okay, go ahead. Don't get me worked up. I have, and Ariana, okay, let me say this. And Ariana, the way she snapped out at him, he's like trying to be nice. She ain't paying no money. And see, but that's what she want. She want him to walk away. She want him. She's doing everything because she don't want him to have the house. The thing is, she doesn't want it, but she doesn't want him to have it.
Yes.
What sense does that make? He said, I'm willing to pay you everything in cash. You could walk away with it all.
Right.
But no. And Lala is like, I don't get this.
Right.
You've been there for over a year. She don't want to leave.
No. And the thing
you just want to stay there and stew in your hate.
That is true. That's what she wants to do. But the thing is, she could walk away with so much, literally, if she just sold her half or just like let Tom buy it.
That's what he's saying. He's willing to give her everything. But she don't want, and then you're going to say he killed my dog. He hurt my dog. It was an accident.
Right. And
then if that's the way you feel, keep your dog locked in your room.
That is true.
You don't pay nothing around here. Keep that old dog. I'm not taking out on the dog. Dog, you're a sweet dog. Take the dog and lock the door. Dog got issues. Obviously, y'all broke up. The dog was going through separation anxiety. The dog eating up stuff. That ain't normal. The dog need counseling. I'm a dog lover now.
You're probably right on that because
it's reacting.
Yeah.
They can feel the tension. And the more that dog feel tension, the dog eat up furniture. Said dog eat everything.
Yikes.
And I imagine is it a puppy? Or is it a year or two old? Because they like that up until they're about 4 years old. So they like that for a while. They like that for about a good 3 years.
That is true. So in this episode, Lala was hanging out with Tom Swartz. And Tom Swartz, they were hanging out, having smoothies, kikiing, having, I guess, cool fun. And then Tom had accidentally said, I don't even think it was an accident. I think he was just saying it to just say it. He said that he had kissed had kissed Sheena like 12 years ago. And Lala's just like, oh my God. Anyway.
Why? Why, Swartz?
Yeah,
why?
What did you get out of that?
Why? You know what? Some people think they want to be soul confessors. Sometimes people just feel like, oh, let me just tell you, this is going to make me feel so much better. Oh, but you done devastated somebody else. Some things you're just going to have to walk with them. Some things you can't say. Some things you're just going to have to take to your grave. Why? Because that's your torment. Because sometimes to tell somebody else something could be way worse.
Yes.
Than you walking with it and learning to bury that thing. You know, not all the time telling somebody, being a soul confessor and confessing your dirt to someone. It ain't always about that, because it may make you feel better, but clearly it may make somebody feel ugly. So what is the point? So you passed your negativity on to someone else. Believe me, sometimes and in certain situations, this was so old.
It was.
It was so old, it was dry. It was dry and brittle. And it was so old that when you brought it back, it was like it renewed itself and came alive.
It did.
And for what? So you could feel better now that it's out in the open? Not cool. And something you could have kept that bone hidden.
He could. And I don't like how Sheena handled the whole situation, because Sheena has many people's locations on her phone. So, and one of these friends is, and one of these people just happens to be the best friend that Katie happened to have over her house this night. And Sheena saw the location. So then Sheena goes and tells her husband, and her husband tells Tom, and now Sheena's in the middle. Katie feels betrayed. I'm just like, Sheena, was this your way of getting back at Katie because you was afraid of Katie then? This
is what I think happened. From way that Sheena husband, she went home with Tom Swartz's friend. Mm-hmm. Sheena, who keeps that would drive me crazy. I couldn't handle that. But anyway, Sheena, she tracked him to see where he was. So she knew exactly. So when she got up in the morning, she wanted to know, was he still there? And she tracked him, and he was still there. So we don't have to have a rocket science to know what happened. Somebody was knocking boobs, yes. And we know what happened. And so, and allegedly we know. Yes. And of course, so you take that, and they got their minds in. And so he tells Swartz. I don't know if Swartz going to say anything. I think Swartz was so dumb. He kept saying that guy's name. Yes. Kevin? I don't know his name. Kevin? It was Kevin?
Yes, he was stumped.
He was stumped.
Oh.
Kevin? And the guy just stopped and was like, uh-oh. So I think that's what it was. And I think Katie is feeling away because she knows that Tom Swartz because Lala told her, right? And when Lala told her, Tom Swartz already talked about this, yes, right? True. So she already know, because she already talked to what's her name? Sheena. Didn't she talk to Sheena?
No, she talked to Katie before Sheena.
Who we talking about?
Lala?
No. I know, but I'm talking about Katie.
Oh, okay.
Katie talked to Sheena about this kiss.
Yes, she did.
Didn't she talk to her about the kiss before Lala told her? I think that...
No, she did this shortly after finding out that...
I thought that she found out from Tom Schwartz first. Or she didn't know.
No, Katie did not know until Lala brought it up to
Oh,
her.
okay.
And Lala was torn between who should I tell first, Katie or Sheena. But she didn't like how Sheena was moving like a snake. So she was like, I want to talk to you first. So that way Katie can't, I mean, not Katie, so that way Sheena can't make this story look good.
But she did see, that's not cool. Because if I found out years later, even though we are best of friends, I found out through the grapevine, because you didn't tell me you were smooching with my man, I would never trust you around my man again.
Yes, that is true.
Because that let me know you're a backbiter. You have no morals.
That is true.
No, I'm sorry. Our friendship, as you know it today, is over. I'm sorry. I would just drift away from you.
Mm-hmm. And then you
and then you track me on that. Tracking what's going on in my house.
Mm-hmm.
You go and tell your husband, who tells my ex-husband, who gonna have a field day with that. Because this is the one thing Tom Schwartz says, we all done wrong things. It's the double standards that he's getting. It's like that. And now Lala is like, it's the double standards. And now everybody is saying what you call it says. Schwartz. It's the double standards in the group.
It is.
It's the double standards.
Ridiculous.
It's the ridiculous double standards. It's ridiculous. Go ahead.
Another thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh, but I really feel bad for Joe. The girls keep on teasing Joe. Sorry, sloppy Joe.
Joe, you do look sloppy. And let me tell you, look like a sloppy Joe. Why would you come on air with jeans?
I think they were sweatpants.
She was at the bar when I seen her.
Oh.
Jeans, look nice in them. Your little fish head tennis with the Converse with little children wear, what Baby Crone was wearing in the 12th and the 9th and grade high top sneakers.
Yes.
A hat on the back of your head. What's wrong with you? Why you want to come in there? You're around these bougie women. Why would you come in there looking like that? Why would you show up at a party looking like that?
She's just being herself.
Why would you show up at a bar looking like a tomboy? Why? Why and more whys? So you get what you want. If you don't want people to tease you, grow up or get out the circle.
Okay.
Ain't no need hanging around Schwartz. If you ain't going to bring it up with your fashion and you're a hairstylist, where you work? In a barn?
That's how Sheena felt.
What kind of hairstylist would, where you work? Even a hair cuttery wouldn't even allow you to come to work dressed like that. Where you work? That you will walk the earth looking like that. Ma and Pa shop? That's a shame. You don't represent a hairstylist. You represent a kitchen beautician. Now that's the field I was in. And it's a glamorous field.
It is.
And it's about fashion. It's about face. It's about hair and nails. And you just poop on it. Shame on you. So no, I don't feel sorry for you, sloppy Joe. Fix yourself up. You're a pretty woman. Looking like a little girl. Give Katie something to be mad over. You got it? Fling that blonde hair. Go ahead. Buy that tight little dress. You got the legs. She got it. And you're going to run and cry. If you don't like it, don't show up around them. That's my business. I done told her off. I'm done.
Okay.
Sorry, baby Crone. I had to vent. You thought I was going to have mercy. I did. But now when I think about the profession she's in, you sure she has out?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You sure?
Yes. At least the first time I saw her on this season, she was literally cutting Tom's hair.
That don't mean she could be the kitchen beautician. Shoot. You can't tell me that woman's a hairstylist. Shame on the professor. And she gonna work like that. No makeup. She could not work in my salon. If I had one.
Now, speaking of people getting dressed up, at the very beginning of the episode.
Excuse me. Let me rephrase that. She could work in my salon if she's good, but she would have to dress. You could have to come to my house, my salon dressed nice. You couldn't. You would have to represent fashion from the time you walk in. My people would be in fashionable clothes, but their feet, they have to wear certain kind of shoes because they can't be wearing high heels. They have to get a certain kind of shoe that they can wear that's comfortable. That's it.
At the beginning of the episode, Allie was talking about how much she loves James as like her stylist and does all this and that for her, and she needs him to be her hairstylist.
Who?
Allie and James. James is the DJ and Allie's the astrologer.
That's his girlfriend.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And she was talking about how James picks out her clothes and styles her, and that she really likes that. Anyway, after that, this is what I found interesting at the very end, because we're about to wrap this up because there wasn't much left.
But let me say this. You got to understand, James is feminine to me. So he's around them girls and he see fashion. And you got to understand, he goes and she said he buy her clothes, right? So he buys them. So, she said, I don't care, go ahead because I like your style. Because he dressing them like Sheena. He dressing them like the fashions because he's around it. So he got this not skinny, but this boutique girl, not boutique, but boutique is short. Got this slender girl, slim and tiny to me. And he could just dress her, It's like he can dress us like a muse, And she likes it. And so that's nice. I mean, I would let a man dress me. What if I was with somebody, he was into fashion and that's what he did. Dress me and buy my clothes? Yes. I wouldn't have a problem with that.
Now, before I move on to this, Ariana, this was so terrible. She was talking to Tom's assistant, and she was just like, I want you to work for me because I feel like you need to be appreciated by somebody. And Anne was like, oh my God. I was like, girl, you was too excited to leave Tom.
First of all, she gets paid. If she didn't want the job, she didn't have to take it. She gets exposure to the camera. She gets paid for whatever he pays her. She's not doing it for free.
Yeah.
Ariana, nothing good can come to you for this. And even though you told her, I know this may really upset Tom. It may really upset Tom, but do you have a friend? If you have all that, why don't you get your own place?
Exactly what Lala's been saying.
If you can afford the assistant, get your own place. And then you won't have to see the mess there.
Thank you.
I'm just done with her. But you know what? She's going to stay there because I'm telling you, there are a lot of people that feel like Ariana, a lot of bitter Bettys out there and angry Joes. It's a lot of them. And I don't share in that thought at all. I don't share it. I think that you should forgive. I think you should and forget.
Okay. And
you can make your peace with that person. Maybe you could say, you know what, I forgive you, God knows, but I can't walk with you no more. I see you high and by, but we'll never be. Or it could be, you know what, we're friends, but I won't, you're in a special corner with me. It depends on how it goes,
Yeah.
What do you have to say about that?
I honestly would have to agree because you just got to reassess what certain people you let in your personal bubble.
Well, Ariana, you're sickening. Yes. I'm just so disturbed with you. I have no more words. And the way I know no good can come out of this.
No.
At all. no good could come out of this. And I tell you, this is how people get hurt. Because people don't want to leave. You say you hate them, leave. You can afford it. You don't want to because he's taking care of everything. And you could just feel like, and you feel like he's got something over you. You don't want the house, but you don't want him to have it. Right. What does it matter? You don't want it. Leave. She doesn't want that.
No, she doesn't.
And Katie is on her side.
Yes.
Keep fooling around with Katie.
Yeah, for real. Please do. Lastly, we have, what's his name? Tom Sandoval had a guided meditation session, and it seemed
that was brutal.
It was brutal. He really let it all out for real. It just sounded like he needed that.
Well, that's all I got to say about that. He needed that. That was a good dump. He needed it, right? Because it dumped all his whatever it is and whatever he's been doing these. I hope they work for him because he needs whatever he can to deal with that evil Ariana and that Katie. Ugh.
I don't even think Sage.
And it seems like you can't even see one without the other. Whenever you see Ariana, you see Katie. Whenever you see Katie, you see, it's like the two nausea ones. They just make me nauseous. They just that kind of hate. It just bothers me to no end. Well, that's what we have on Vanderpump Rules. I hope to see you next week as we draw closer to the end of it.
Yes.
All right. With that being said, sunflowers.